everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cardinals going up against the Browns.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down, Kaiser. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon from 6 yards away. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Arizona's offense back onto the field. Earlier we were talking about the quarterback position, a big decision coming up on that spot. But, you know, Cardinal fans and fantasy football owners, I guess, so disappointed when David Johnson went down in the opener with a fractured wrist, wound up missing the season. That kind of got overlooked in 2017.
It certainly did, and it was the first big domino.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Browns offensively getting ready to take the field again. If you take a step back, Charles, last 2 years for the Browns, 1-31, worst 2-year stretch in the 98-year history of the NFL. Everybody knows that story. And the playoff drought at 14 years. Where does this franchise turn?
It's one of the great questions because I was on the record last spring that their draft looked about as professional a draft as you could have. 3 first-rounders. All of them became starters for them when you think about it. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Jabril Peppers at defensive back, and David Njoku at tight end. All of them contributed. It looked like they were making progress. They've just simply forgotten how to win as an organization, a franchise, as a team. That's the number one thing. Get a win. Get 2 wins, and maybe they can start to turn this thing around.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Out of the gun, Palmer. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. From the gun, it's Palmer. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Play action now. Kaiser throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. That's like a nice second down for him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw again. Kaiser. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Lets it go for Nelson. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Always got some breathing room. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From midfield now, here's Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is level. Knocked down hard. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To throw is Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, it's Palmer. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second down, Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play action. Now Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's third down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Again, it's Kaiser. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
To throw, Kaiser. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, it's old division rivals who used to see each other twice a year. It's Adrian Peterson going up against Matt Forte.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now it's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They get 3 there on the pickup, and the Cards are going to have a first down. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Palmer to throw. And he's got Gresham. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's a run with Peterson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, Peterson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. This is caught. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. To speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They go again with Powell. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. McCown. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down. the gun, it's McCown. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The New York Jets working their way back onto the field. And last year a 3-2 start, very promising start, but then a 2-9 finish the rest of the way. Now Todd Bowles, Charles, was given the vote of confidence. He'll be back in 2018.
And I think it's a good vote of confidence and for the right reasons. Remember, before the season, how many times have we joked that everyone we talked to said the Jets would go 0-16?
Yeah.
They were very competitive throughout the year. They played hard for Coach Todd Bowles, so that makes sense. But when you look at their offense, everyone wants to talk about the quarterback position. I don't think there's a spot on the offense that they couldn't improve with draft choices and free agency. So that's an offense that needs total retooling.
Yeah, so with the high draft pick first round, it's not a given that they're going quarterback.
Not a given, but if there's one they like, I'm pretty sure they're going to go ahead and take him.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
McCown throwing on 2nd. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From midfield, here's McCown. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. McCown to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
No, check, Patriot.
McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's McCown. And he fires one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go now.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Over.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
All right, here we go.
This is the running back, Powell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Throwing now is McCown. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Palmer into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Martin, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. To throw is Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Palmer. Lets it go for Nelson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Fights out the defender. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Palmer on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Dawson missed it. It's wide to the left. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Palmer. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So it's his second miss of the game. They both hurt. This one especially so.
Yeah, you've got a chance to give your guys a second-half lead, and they're counting on you to put them in front. And I tell you, there's no one more disappointed than he is that he let his guys down.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go now. Blue, line it. Blue.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 60 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Brown, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Now McCown. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Leopard, set, 319, 319.
McCown looks to throw on third. Letting one go deep for it. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now McCown. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Palmer. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Molden from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Palmer now. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. Oh, some strong running. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep. Yeah. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's McCown now. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And he's able to put it through. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again. Palmer. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
McCown throwing on second. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Marcus Golden from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 16.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Play action. Now McCown. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They run for it. Here's Powell. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
Now McCown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Buffet. A nice little juke. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Back on it up, Philly. Here we go.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
On play action, it's McCown. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now it's Peterson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
He's going to launch and got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
McCown will try again on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for the Jets. 43 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
McCown now on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Into the red zone now. It's McCown. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it. Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
All right, here we go.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Palmer. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Palmer on first down. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, 39 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Green, 39.
Oh, not running. McCown wants to throw. Dancing to his left. Airing one deep for Curse. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Let's go.
To throw is McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. McCown to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. On first down, it's Palmer. And Nelson's got it here right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by, and oh, he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.